Hello, everyone, and welcome to Polly's Pretties. This is Saturday, I'm sorry, it's not March. It's May the 5th. Sorry, 6th. Wow, I'm messing this all up. Let's try again. Okay, welcome to Polly's Pretties. This is Saturday Live. It is May the 6th. I thought we could have some tonight, playing with a different few things. Let me get my welcomes typed in, and we'll get busy. Okay. All right. Now the welcomes are in. Let me move one thing, and then we'll move it back here in a little bit. What I thought we'd do first is work on a card that I have. I started it, but it's not put together. So let me bring it down to the desk. All right. So here's what we have. We have our base piece in red. We have the next piece that's in orange. And we have two little circle parts that I've already colored in and shaded around the outside of them. The card stamped on the inside, on the most inside part, it says, "We do not remember days, we remember moments." On the outside, it says Happy Mother's Day. Obviously, you know what this is for. And then we have a couple little cuties that we're going to put on here. So let me go ahead and we will get started with the card. Then I'll show you the rest of the blah blah that is all over my desk. And boy, how is it all over my desk? So we're just going to roll our lovely tape right along. Tape right along. All right. Now I tried to put an ample bit of tape on there because I want this to stay. Now, let me. Okay. And I'm going to open it just so I can make sure that it's down. Okay, now you see that we have all this. We don't need that. Okay. What we're going to do is come here. We're going to put some tape down there so that doesn't come apart. We're going to go one dilly-dally, two dilly-dally, three. Okay, here we go. Fold this over and stick it down. So now we only have two dilly-dally-daddies, and that is what we want. Now we're going to come to this one. We're going to take our lady here that I've already stamped and inked and everything, and we're going to put her on next. Now she sits down here like this. So we're only going to be able to put tape on part of her. So let me get the side here. Okay. Put this down. Make sure I have her lined up nice. All right, and there she is. So that is how she goes. Now we have this part here, and it's going to be stuck down next. Not really down, but it'll be the next part we work with. We need to work with our butterfly. We're going to come in, we'll put some tape. We're going to come up here. We're going to leave a little bit of space there. And voila, now we have that part of our card. Okay, now is this perfect to somebody else's measurements? No way. You know me, I don't do that. So is it perfect to my measurements? Yes. Okay. That being said, we now have that done. Okay, so when it's finished like this, it looks like so. When they open it, they can go boom, boom, boom. Quite cute little card, huh? So that's that. We have gotten that to that part. Now, I would like to add maybe some vinery or some flowers here. So I pulled out my leaves. Let me get my packets out of here. I pulled out my flowers. I pulled out my little like pinwheel pieces. I literally pulled out everything I had, really, that was in these little bags to see what I could use. These might be wet glue because they're small. At least most of them are. And I want to use fall colors so that it sticks with my fall color card here, which was something someone had asked for. So, okay, not so folly on that. What do we got here? Come on. I need to see the front of you. Not feeling fall with those. Alright, maybe we need to dump a few more out, which is quite alright, we can. Okay, come on, get out there. Get out there. Oh, I see the fall in there. Okay, come on, get up in there. Okay, so this guy's definitely fall. Okay, so I think we might use him. That is not. Ooh, that's pretty that would be nice together. Okay, what about what we got over here? No, that's pink. Pink is not going to do us any favors. Okay, so we have that one. Do I have? Don't want orange. Maybe brown. Maybe a brown little flower there. Oh yeah, that's pretty okay. All right, so I'm not going to try to get crazy when I layer these. I do want to layer them, but I don't want to get too crazy and I don't want to make it too heavy. And again, I want to stay with fall colors. So that being said, let me grab my little bottle of glue because we don't need the big guy for this. So here's what I think I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and get our glue on this piece. Go ahead and put it down. Okay.
Start your thing.
Yep, I'm live. Nobody's here yet, but hey, who knows?
She just took brownie me enough.
Okay. And then we will come over here, put a little bit of glue on this fella. Add it. And then put some glue on the back of this. Okay. And we're just going to put this guy here on our card. We're going to make sure to press it down. Hopefully that glue will hold it right there. Now we're going to look for another fall-like color one. Preferably either the same or a little different in the shape. Okay, come on. There, let's just get y'all out there. Okay, now. As you can tell, I'm not really caring tonight. If we get them all in the dust, that's cool. If we don't get them all in the dust, that's cool. Okay, so here's another one that's exactly the same kind, same paper and everything. Let me see. Okay, nope. Okay, ooh, brown would be kind of cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right. Now I need a little flower gidget. Ooh, what about you? Come here, let me see. That's pretty. Okay, so we'll do that one. Okay. Okay. A little bit of wet glue. Place it on top of the other one. Again, to layer, we're going to need wet glue again. And we'll lay this one. And it goes there. Alrighty. And then we can put this one on the front of our card. Okay. And we're going to put our second flower down here like this. Now that still leaves us room. We could still put another flower on there, which is just fine. I think we may. I am going to try again to stick with fall colors, so we'll see what we find here. I'm avoiding gray, though. Gray is not a color I want to use, so we're going to avoid that. Ooh, that's definitely fall. Yeah. Now something a little bit... Oh, right up, so it gives it that punch. What else do I have here? I mean, like I don't have enough flowers to go through, right? I don't want brown on top of brown. That I can say. What about this yellow? Oop. What's on the yellow on one side? No, it doesn't look right anyway. Well, back to the drawing board. No, we don't want baby blue. That's more of a wintry. That's cute. Okay, so that's what we will do. Hello, hello. Don't be afraid to speak up. Nobody bites. Though you do see a big mess on my desk, I'm actually working on a card. Okay. Oh no. Back here. Oh no, come here. Thank you. Okay. Now we can get our glue on the back of our third set of flowers here. And then place them down. And as always, you'll have to let your wet glue, however long it tells you, to dry, so it sets proper before you go messing with the card too much. So we're going to put our third flower, I think, right here on the edge of this. Okay. And then we can do maybe one more there without making it look too yuck. So let me see what I find. Ooh, not black. No, not for Mother's Day. There's a pretty purple, if I can find something else to go with that. That yellow is a little too bright. Yeah, it's a little too bright for... it doesn't look good against the card base anyway. Okay, so we just keep looking and find something eventually. Not that one. It's pretty, but it's not for this. I didn't want to use black. I think I may have to. And put that in there, and then we need something else kind of to go with it. I already have an orange center though. What color are you? Oh, no. It won't work. Okay. Ew. One black center on that one. Yikes. What is this color? It is kind of a gray. How does it look though? Actually, it's kind of pretty. Okay. So I guess we'll do that. I wasn't going to because, Mother's Day, but hey, they like fall colors, so let's just get this on here. So, boom. Alrighty. And then, boom. Alright. Flip it to the back. And get some glue. And then we'll come in right about there. Okay. So there is our Mother's Day card in its entirety. We now have it done. We have flowers, we have butterflies, we have a lady reading a book. We have the Mother's Day sentiment. If you come all the way inside, it says, we do not remember days, we remember moments. And then you close it, and there it is. So our card is now finished. We just need to let our flowers dry. So we'll move it over here. All right, so the next thing I want to talk to you about, I'm kind of glad I have this kind of sitting out on the desk, is making our own embellishments of different types. I've been doing this for a while with my scrap paper and paper shapers and paper punches and crimpers and all these kind of things. So what I want to show you is, okay, like I've got little flowers like this that are this little 5-petal dude, and he's cute, okay. And I have little punches too, and I have this guy here like this, and I have a slightly bigger version which is like that. So these are all different flowers, okay. And then I have this little like sea star looking flower like that. It's another tiny little one. It will sit there. And I've got these punched out of, as you can see, all different colors. I also have this, which is supposed to be a flower center, which is a lot of times it does get used for that. And then I also have, let me get over here. I also have this kind of flower that I punched. And these are all in the same bag. I just put all the flowers together when I was putting them together, because it was easier at the time. But I've been thinking about using all of this and, trying to again come in and do some either little flowers that are little tiny ones. I mean, these would be tiny. Or coming in and using some of my other punches with them. Like, okay, I have right here, I can show you this one pretty easy. These are a few of like a little scallop circle that I have. And it's scalloped on the edge, as you can see. And I have these in a variety of colors. Like I said, I'm just using scrap paper. If there's a scrap and it's big enough to punch a circle, I do. I have little tiny squares like this. Then I have the mother to that square, which is this. Then I took my square punch, and I've only got one of these right now, and kind of cut like a half square, so it gives me a long window. I've got scallop circles like this that are this size. I've got some circles that I cut with some of my dies. I've got bigger circles like this that I punched out, some like this that I cut by hand. I've got just all kinds of stuff. So, and like I said, why not use this to make some like ephemera or different odd things? Like you just seen I used it on a card. But why not bring these in? Here's a bigger one I have, a bigger flower. But why not bring these in and use them and make layered or stacked type of embellishments? And like I said, these are from all different kinds of paper, scraps of everything underneath the sun. There's white, there's blue, there's black, there's red, there's sparkly, there's you name it. You name it, it's here probably. But I was thinking, like here's different ones right there. Why not use these to make something else? So, like I save my border strips from my paper, and sometimes I get them cut down. Sometimes that's all the bigger they actually are. I have taken my border punches. I will show you those. Let me get them up here. Okay, so one of my border punches makes like a wave. I saved the wave pieces it punches out, but I also did like this and thought I'd use this as a border piece in my scrapbook. Then I also have another one that is a dolphin one. And I thought this was kind of cute, making a little punch piece out of it. This one, when I was punching circles, this is part of what was left, and I thought it was kind of cute looking. Same with this, so I saved it. But these are different things, just from randomness. I also have a little mason jar punch. Let me show you a few of those. And this guy's little. I mean, he's that's all the bigger he is. But well, why not use those too? I literally use my paper punches and my dies when I can, and there's small enough stuff like this to literally punch out all this kind of stuff so that when I want to sit down and play with it here and make something out of it, I can. That way I have it. Now sometimes I get, I guess what you would call mind locked, brain locked, to where I don't know what to make. I also have these pieces that I cut. They're just pieces of my cardstock that I kind of fold together, try to make them as even as possible and turn them into banner pieces. Hello, Marianne. How are you? But here's those pieces I was talking about where my wave punch cuts out a piece of it as well as it cuts it into the paper. So I save those too. But as you can see, I mean, just here's leaves. I've got small leaves and large leaves in here. Here's shamrocks and like the little candy centers like you would find in a peppermint. And I believe actually, if I look close enough, there's a mushroom or two in there that's cut out of a little paper punch. So why not use them to make stuff is what I'm getting at. I mean, like I said, tonight on our card, on the front of our card here, I used my paper punches that were in this bag and come up with 4 different fall-looking flowers to put on the front of my card. So let me see if I can tilt this up a little bit. I don't want to knock them off. But so there's my card. I've used paper punches for a lot of different things. And like I said, I've got different sizes. Some are teeny tiny. Like here's a teeny tiny little circle guy that I have. Let me see if I can get a hold of one. I have no nails right now. But here's one of the teeny tiny circles. As you can see, he's very small. Okay. And then I have some that are a bit bigger. This one's cut from a die. And then I have this one that is actually a paper punch. And then I've got, ones like these that I've cut in half. And I've still got them because I didn't finish using them. I didn't remember what I was doing, and I ended up losing track of what I was doing. But what I'm getting at is I was watching, and I'm glad she brought this up on her channel today. I was watching Shannon Keith, and yeah, I've been watching her a lot, I know. But I was watching her today, and she was making cluster embellishments using like border strips, little die cuts like this, scraps of paper. And I want to show you something. This is a crime in my opinion. I'm going to bring you up. Hope you won't get dizzy. Sorry for my big thumb in the way. This is my scrap paper box, guys. This is all scrap paper where I've been doing a project or whatnot, and I've just thrown it in here. This is a crime. This could be used for something else. This could be cut into punches. This could be cut into shapes. Now let me show you some more of what I'm talking about. And I wasn't going to show these till Wednesday, so now I'm going to have to work extra hard. Okay, so I did the bee video, saw that. So I did those bees. Now hopefully I'll throw everything on the floor. Ha ha ha! This is me. Another one of Shannon Keith's videos was making pinwheels that are flat so you can stick them in your scrapbook. I've been definitely working on that. I got plenty of brads. Can use those. Okay, so I did the bee video, and I'm not going to get a hold of this right. So let me just pull this all out of here, and then we'll go from there. Beep. Okay. And I will just show you all of it tonight. I'm not fighting with it, because I'll probably end up making more anyway. So, in the bee video, the only ones we made that were really prominently shown were the big bees. This guy. Okay, and I made 2 of those. Let me get these other guys out of here because they'll crush each other. Okay, so there and there. Okay, so now I'll go over there. All right, so that's the big bees. Then I made a smaller bee. There's still a bigger bee. And this is another one of the bees that I made. This is with a scallop circle. Okay, and I made 2 of those just to have, a couple around. And then I went even smaller. If I can get a hold of this guy. Why did you do that? Oh, you stole his antenna. Give me that bag. Okay, there. No harm, no foul. Then I made 2 this size with circles. And that's all in the world. Most of this is just circles. So these are the bees. Okay, this is also using your scraps. All right, then I went in. I made 4 of these little suns. What I'm going to do to them? Not yet. But they're cute. Oh, thank you. I loved making the bees. They were fun. Then I went itty bitty with these, but I may try bigger. We'll see. These are little records, and I have 3 of them. They're all the same. They just, let me see if I can get my hand. No, I'm not going to. My hand is too big or too weird or something. But there's 3 records. Little tiny ones, but they're records nonetheless. What if you're doing a music layout for somebody? Records. Okay. Then I got even happier. I thought I felt something fall apart. Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay. How I made the records? The records are just a, let me see if I can find it. It's literally this circle punch that I have, which is like a 1-inch circle punch, and you leave it as is, and then you take one of these tiny little circle punches, which I think these are like 1/2 inch or 3/8 inch. You punch a hole in the center of them, and then you put this on top of your other one, and then you take a white gel pen and make the lines to make it look like it's going around. Then I made these guys. These are my dragonflies. Again, circles and hearts. Oh, the bees were hilariously fun to make. The bees are nothing but circles layered. They're just circles layered, honest to God. And the wings are circles too. You just cut the circle in half. I actually have a video on the bees on my channel. But there is also the dragonflies. Then I'll do you one better. We're still sticking with circles. Why not have some itty bitty little fish? So I made fish. I got 4 little fish there. Then I was still thinking, okay, what else can I make? Right? Because, you got to think what else. If you don't think what else, eventually something's not going to work. Or you're going to get bored or you're going to get tired or something of that effect. Aha, I see you. I see you, my friend. There you are. Have your little antennae back. Thank you. All right, so anyway, I was thinking, what else could I make, right? And keeping with the circle-esque kind of deal, we made a little car. Beep, beep. So I made 2 in red. And I made 2 in yellow. Then I moved on from the car to say cheese. It's a camera. I made 4 of these. And these are all using bits and pieces and scraps. Every single one is a piece or a scrap that I had in my scrap box. Okay, there it is. Now it's hanging on there. I don't know why it's there. Anyway, hi, kid.
Hi.
I knew it was you. Daddy makes more noise.
No, I was trying to be funny and kind of do the whole peeking around the corner around your head.
So that is honestly a lot of things that I've been doing this week to use some of the scraps in my scrap box. Now, like I said, I also have a plethora of this, the other thing. You know those big binders you get and you put either pocket letters or when we were in school, we would put them as like our math and our English and da-da-da-da-da notebooks. And they're big old binders and they're open and you put little pockets in them and stuff. I have 2 of those completely stuffed full of either paper punches, things I've cut out that I wanted to keep and use again, from like Christmas cards, from gift baskets, from cake boxes, like the wrapped cakes, not just a regular one. So I'm seriously getting ready to pull stuff off the shelf. I've got one that's nothing but holiday, and I've got one that's every day. And they're both busting at the seams. I literally had to take one of my old hair bands and stretch it around the book to close the book at all. And even then, it only closes to where it's like this. So what I'm trying to say here is, take your punches, take a pair of scissors, if you have dies instead, use your dies. Cut stuff out. Even if you do nothing other than bag it up, okay? Bag it up. get it ready. Like here's a really pretty white one. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on this. There's a little shimmer on this white one. And that's the thing I'm talking about. Like these are small enough. Like here's one. I only had one sheet of this. In my whole craft room, I had one sheet. One sheet. And I cut this little flower out of it. And it was like a leopard print. And I may not necessarily want that someplace big, but I've got that. I've got this that I cut out. Like I'm using my paper. I'm cutting out these little scrap page pieces. Like some of this. Okay, here's one that was cut from a Christmas paper. Okay. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through. I'm going to try to punch out some of my bits and pieces. Because I've got, okay, like here's my mason jar. Here's one of my border punches. This is the wave that I was talking about that it cuts. Here's another one. Cuts the dolphin. Now I have a really old guy over here. Where'd he go? There he is. This is a really old guy. He doesn't like to work. He likes to yell at me instead. This is from Creative Memories, and it punches out this size square and this size square. And like I said, he only works when he likes to. Because he's grouchy. But I've got bags, as you can see, okay? Like I said, this is like centerpieces for like the candy thing. And there's little mushroom pieces up in here. Here's one of the little mushrooms. I have them in here too, I guess. No, the mushrooms are in here, actually. Well, there he went. There's a mushroom right there, a little tiny mushroom I have. That's a punch. Here's a little tiny leaf. There's bigger leaves. You can see this one right here on the back. You know, and I baggy these up like so. Or this was all flowers. I had this one just bagged flowers because that's what they all are. When I go to use these, I know, okay, you're going to sort this stuff. But you don't have to even use these as a flower. I've seen places like Pinterest and stuff where people take what was a flower and turn it into something different. So, look, it might be a flower right now, but maybe in a couple minutes it wouldn't be. Maybe in a couple minutes they'll cut off part of it and it'll be a skirt for something or a hat. Like there's all different ways to use these. And there's places you can get ideas. You can look on Google. You can look on Pinterest. You can look on, I'm sure Facebook has some somewhere. You'd have to look. But just different ideas and ways to use the punches that you have at your disposal, or even the dies you have. Like, okay, here is a 4th of July piece that I cut. And I didn't have much of it left. But I wasn't going to throw it all away. And like I said, you know, I mean, these are just little stuff that I've got out here right now. This was stuff I could get to super easy without pulling my books. And I also save, like people were saying, what else do you save? You know what? Do I have that anywhere close to me? Oh, not really. Okay. Well, I was going to show you something, but I kind of can't because it's not here. I don't know where I put it at this point. That's crazy. Anyway, I like if you get those what are they called? Swiss rolls is one of them. Or you could get oatmeal cream pies. Or what are the strawberry ones? Strawberry rolls? Something like that. Like from your Dollar General. At least that's who carries them here. If you look on those boxes, sometimes they'll have cute little strawberries. Or they might have key lime, if you get a key lime flavor. Or they might have peach or apple or whatever flavor it is. They might have a picture of it. Or if it's a Mother's Day cake, it might say Mother's Day cakes. But you cut off the cake word and use the Mother's Day word. And save those and put those on a card or something. So I'm always looking outside the box, you know? Save money. You're buying the cakes. Why not use the box? The Scooby-Doo graham cracker snacks. You're buying the snacks. Why not cut up the box and use it? I have a Christmas layout. Get to it quick. All right, let's just go for it. And I'll show you some cutouts I used. All right, pardon me. This is my scrapbook. One of them. Let me see where that Christmas one is. Because I have a lot of layouts I've been working on here. Okay, that's that. That's not that. That's that. Okay, here it is. All right, I'm going to show you something here. Oh, gosh, maybe. If I can get it around here. Okay, so here we go. Woo! Here's a big old book. All right, hopefully you can, well, no, maybe not. Okay, now you can kind of see. All right, this tree here, the topper of that is an old tag, gift tag. The rest of the tree is tags I punched out of Tag Punch. These are just pearls I had. Up here, ordering each of these pictures to look like a snowflake, tags. Down here, this is cut from a cake box. The Santa is. If you come over here to this page, my truck down here is cut from a cake box. This up here was saved from a movie that my daughter went to. And then, again, tags around here to look like snowflakes. So you see what I'm saying? You can use your punches in different ways than what they actually have to be. You don't have to leave a tag be a tag. And you can use stuff from cake boxes and stuff like that. Let me show you this truck a little better. I think he's cute. There he is. There's a truck. So it just goes to show you can save things out of boxes you're buying anyway and use it to decorate in your scrapbook. I didn't use anything there or there. Okay, did I use anything there? Just my flowers. Okay. Well, that wedding, I'm not even showing anybody. I don't think I did very good on that. That's the one we did the other night, so that's where we're at. Okay. But you see, like on the one Christmas layout there, I saved pieces from cake boxes. Little hand-wrapped cakes, like Little Debbie's. I saved pieces from those boxes, cut them out because I thought they were cute. Use the whole layout. Save words from your cards. I wish I could really do their stuff because I just have only so much room in this room. But I wish I could get to them and just show you how full these things are. This is obviously years of saving. You know, it's not like I did it all in one day. And punching little paper pieces like this and saving them. Because why throw the paper away? Why? I also have another. Where did they go? Did I put you guys in here? Maybe put you up here? Hello. Don't mind me, I'm crazy. Is that? No, that's not it. Where did I put those? If they were a snake, they would have bit me. Okay, so I'm going to try to pull these out of here and show you at least a couple. I made these the other day. And all these is scrapbook paper, a small little piece, and some little stickers, and they're a little card that you can stick in Happy Mail or Friend Mail or Swap Mail just to say, hey, enclosed is, and da da da. And the inside of them, plain. And I sat and made these. They're different colors. They've got different stickers, different designs. They have different little word sayings on each of them. But I went through and I made this whole stack the other day. Another way we can use some of our small scraps. Make smaller cards to send in stuff. Well, come on now. I really don't want to have to fight with you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. And the other thing I was going to say, and guarantee we used to all make these. I don't know if anybody does anymore. Pocket letter cards, the size that you make for a pocket letter. I've got a whole stack of random ones. This is a piece of that leopard print that I was talking about. Wouldn't want a whole page like that necessarily, unless I was doing like a jungle or something like that. But just cut them down into these little kind of cards. You can use these for ATCs if you don't want to do pocket letters. Another thing, cut them into a template like this. This is my little mini file folder that I have. And I keep it with these little cards just in case. You know? Another thing, cut some of your scraps down into memory decks, pre-made memory decks cards. Have them ready. Have them at the standby. I actually have those too. If you would actually look in my shelf, I look like, I don't know, some kind of grand hoarder, but I'm not really. I do try to keep at least one or two of this or that so that I know how to make it again, in case I would happen to forget. But that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing. Using my scraps to try to make stuff so that it gets them, one, out of this box, two, into the stash, or onto a card or onto a project. So that I have them ready. And when I don't need them, if I don't have space in my book, I have a ton of these little bags I've saved from everything. Like different little swaps I've gotten and different things I've bought. And I'll put them in here. Like, okay, these ones, like I said, are all those candy toppers and little shamrocks. This one here has leaves, large and small, and mushrooms. This one here had the flowers in it. Another one over here had the little circles. Oh, don't worry about being late. Life happens, honey. And how are you? Here's what we made. It's a Mother's Day card for my mother-in-law. And we used some of our scraps to make the little flowers here. She likes fall colors. And then, keeping with the fall colored theme, I printed out these, not printed, stamped. And then we made a different design card. You open it up, there's that. I can write a little message there. And then you open it up, and there's a little message there. And there you go. Thank you. That was my first time trying that kind of card because it's a different fold, and then you have to glue certain pieces together. And so it was really interesting. Now we're just talking about using our scraps. Okay, so I'm going to bring it out again. Here's my scrap paper box. You see how that goes. It's a very large, very full box. Every time I make a project, paper goes in there. So what I've been trying to do is use my scraps to make things. And I've been trying to look at different scraps, different ways. And I've made cameras, I've made dragonflies, I've made ladybugs, I've made bees, I've got butterflies, I've got little cars. I got to show you my cars. I'm happy and proud with my cards. Cars, not cards. Here's my little cars. There's 2 orange and 2 red. They look the same though. They're the same kind of thing. See, beep beep, no cars. I have little records I've made. I am literally just going everywhere. I am watching all kinds of videos, and the one thing I will say is I'm probably going to scream for help at some point because this little mess on my desk is nothing. Like I was just saying to Marianne, I've got 2 of those great big like binders. There's like 2-3-inch binders that are busting. I'm not kidding. I had to take one of those hair, what is it? What do they call those? I call it a hairband. I don't know what they really call it. One that goes all the way around your head. I had to take one of those for each binder to hold the binders closed. The cars are so stupid simple you would laugh, Marianne. You take a circle like this, basically I think this is a 2-inch. I think I must have put it away. Okay, you take a circle like this, whatever color you want it to be. Then you take another one. It can be blue, it can be white, whatever color you want your windows on your car to be. All right, so let's say we take. So this one, all you're going to do is, let me see if I can do the white windows on my car. I'm not going to make another orange car though. I don't want a red car either. What other colors do I have? I want you to be able to tell it's a car. We're going to go purple. We'll do a purple car. And I guess we'll do those windows. No. We'll do hardy windows. Why not? All right, let's get creative here. All right, so let me try to give us some room here. Wow. Not underneath my fan. Oh. Okay. I think hopefully we'll be able to see. Okay, we'll come down here. All right, so you have 2 circles like this, same exact size. Then, let me get this out. Then we would need, I hope I have 2 of the exact same color in my circles. I wasn't planning on this. Well, there's a white one. Maybe I could use that. Is there another? Oh, nope, that's not the same. What about that one? Nope, that's gray. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Well, okay, so we'll have green wheels on this car. Why? Because that's what I have 2 of. Okay, so you need 2 big 2-inch circles. You need, let me get this guy out of the way. Okay, 2 of these smaller circles like this, which is about a 1-inch. And then we need, what color is the inside of my wheel be? I don't know, whatever I have 2 of to match. What are you? No, you guys don't match. Wow. That would be a bad thing waiting to happen. Do I have it on like that? That'd be kind of cute. Oh, no. Hang on. Hold the phone. I see 2 right there. Ha. Now, obviously, this is not going to look like the other car because the other car had black and white wheels. But that's okay. They don't have to have black and white wheels. Okay. So you're going to take your circle here. I'm going to find my scissors. See, I misplaced everything. Right there they are. Okay. You're going to take this circle. You're going to come down to the bottom. You're not going to go very far up. You just want to give it a haircut. Okay. There's the base of our car right there. Boom. We're done. You're going to take this circle. You're going to go ahead. You're going to cut it smack in half. Boom. All right. Now we're going to put this over here because we're going to need that. Now we're going to cut this one smack in half. Boom. Now we're going to take about, not even an inch, I would say maybe a hair. There we go, a hair. Off the bottom, turn it to the side, take a hair off the side. Boom. First window. I forgot the little headlight. I'll get one. Okay. Again, hair off the bottom. Hair off the side. See, I don't measure. That's why y'all don't ask me to measure nothing. Okay. There's your second window. Okay. We can get rid of these. These are garbage. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now let me start putting this guy together for you. Let me get these windows on here first. The car never looks the same without the windows. So, yeah. You're not supposed to stick to me. You're supposed to stick to the car. Okay. Doot. Okay. For the bees, there's a video up on the channel. Let me go ahead and... Oh, nope. Do this part first. Okay. Now, you can make your car any color you want. You can make it any size you want. I stayed with the size that I thought I'd be okay with. Reason being, I was trying to follow a very strange tutorial. So I did that wrong. I'll sticky icky it here later. Okay. Or de-sticky icky it is what I meant to say. Anyway, you put a little glue at the top of your wheel here and place your wheel on said little car. It's not done yet. Okay, let me find a yellowy ick something. Yeah, not that. Come on. 1. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. How did I? Yeah, that way. Okay. I have to remember here. Just go on the very edge of the one you're using for your light, for your car, your little headlight. Choose a side, basically, of your little car. I'm going to put mine up here. And then go boom. And then beep, beep. There's our car. Yes, I know. I'm insane. It's okay. But anyway, that's all you have to do to make that little tiny car. And I mean, if you wanted to get Frog, you take a black piece of paper, draw some lines on it. He's on a road. So that's the car. Okay. Like I said, the bee, there's a video up for. Obviously, there's one for the ladybugs. A lot of the stuff I was making was either circle stuff or square stuff. But my point is just to get your stuff out and use it. Like I've got all these circles. I've got all these flowers. I've got strips of paper here. I've got leaves. I've got candy piece shapes. I've got I always forget what that's called. Shamrocks. I've got bitty mushrooms, and I mean like bitty mushrooms. You know, use the stuff you have. Don't waste your scraps. Like you'll see me have 1,000 little bags of this stuff. Let me go ahead and backtrack, and I'll show you some of this stuff that I made, and then I can put my bitty purple car away. So here's the orange car and the red car. I made 2 of each. But why are you way down there? Okay, because you were sideways. That's why. Okay, so here's the red. Here's the orange. Beep 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 beep. We're going riding. I made 2 little dragonflies. They're just circle punches and heart punches. Then you draw the face on them. Let me bring you up a smidge. I don't think you need to stare at the desk like that. Okay, then I made... Ooh, get in there. I don't want to take you with me. Okay, I made 4 of these. These are just little cameras. I thought they were cute. I was having fun. They're just basic shapes. So I made those. I have... If I can get it out. Come on. I have 4 little suns that I made that are just little cute shapes. I have little fishies that I made. And like I said, a lot of this is basic shapes. Well, if I can get a hold of this guy to show you. Okay. So the fish, I'm going to show you a secret. The fish here, and I made 4 of these. The body is a circle. His eye is a hole punch. His mouth here is a heart, guys. So is his tail fin. And there's your fish. And you just draw the lines on it. Okay, then let me get these little ones. I made 3 of these. I am not sure where the 3rd one has gotten off to. It ran away somewhere. Join the circus. But these are little itty bitty records. Then on the channel, like I said, there is a tutorial. I showed a really quick one. My other record is right there. You dirty so-so. Okay. On the channel, there is a... Stay down here. There is a video on how to make the bee. Bee. And I made 2 of these in this size. Then we went down a little bit. I used my circle scallop punch, and we got the fuzzy bee. There's 2 of those. Then I went down again and got my regular circle punch. And got 2 of those. So as you can see, I'm literally not using anything hard. I really am not. And if you don't have a circle punch, guess what? I'm sure in your house you have a jar of spaghetti. Use the spaghetti lid. Trace it, cut it out. It's so not hard. For the littler ones, spice jar, medicine bottle. Even a stencil will work. Like, no kidding. And these are just fun little things I was goofing off making the other night. Now, these I do want to try a different way. I did see another way that somebody did one, so I do want to try that eventually. I just haven't got that far yet. So, but that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here working on stuff like that, trying to build up my stash so that I'm not going and buying embellishments. Because right now, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies, embellishments are so pricey. Just any kind of scrapbooking supply right now seems to be, I don't know, it's like they lost their mind. And I get that you got to make money, okay? But that's a little ridiculous, okay? I saw a paper pad the other day. I kid you not, and I thought about it until I saw the price because it was a really pretty paper pad. But they wanted $35 for a 24-page paper pad. And I'm like, why am I paying more money for the paper than I'm getting paper? You know? And that's not just the only thing. Like it's not just they're doing it with the embellishments. They're doing it with your stamps. They're doing it with just everything. And I was like, no, sir. No, sir. I will use what I have here at my house. I will use my scrap paper. I will use my punches, my stamps. I will start making stuff, period. And the other thing here is if we use, okay, imagine, okay, like I said, this is scraps from me doing different crafts and different things with cards and so forth. What would happen if I threw this all out? What would happen if all this went in the garbage? Is anybody getting use out of it then? No. I'm out that much money. I'm out possibly that many embellishments. Why throw this away? Why? I'm sitting here. I've got, like I said, my mason jar punch. I mean, I don't have them all out right. I've got Mr. Cranky Square Punch, and he's cranky. I've got this border punch. I've got this border punch. Why not use it? Seriously. Obviously, I've got circle punches. I've got scallop circles. I've got the square. I've got all these flowers, you know. So why not take this stuff and use it? Like I said, Shannon Keith today was taking, and I don't know if the video was from today or yesterday, one of the past, and she was layering up things like different strips, different colors of strips, and different sizes strips. And like then she might find like a square. Now mine's not gonna look anything like hers. I'm gonna tell you that now. And then say like, okay, say she decided she wanted this circle, but she wants the circle like right here. Okay, and so like she would layer all this up, and then she would put like some kind of cute little design here, like a little mouse or flowers or a mouse with flowers coming around, and it would be so cute. There were layered embellishments that she made using scraps and her dies and her punches and stamped images. And like I said, you know, give me a minute. Oh, Miss Aurora, the most beautifulest daughter in the whole wide world, would you come and help your poor old mother who's decrepit? Don't you love how I butter her up?
What do you want?
What do I want? Your lovely assistance because you're so beautiful.
What?
You're going to absolutely despise your mother in about 2 seconds.
You want me to move everything to get to your coloring books?
No.
What?
Hand me that book. Just that one. You don't have to give me the other one. I can hear her screeching at me already. Wait till y'all see this book. You'll see why. Mary Ann says, hello, Rory.
Hello.
She says, hello. She's growling at me at the moment. Aunt Marlene says, hello. Okay. Oh, okay. Remember I told you I had those binders and I had to use a hair tie to hold it closed? Goodbye, dear. This is what I'm talking about, ladies. This is one binder. I have two. Let me move my flowers so I don't destroy everything in the process, and I'll show you what's in that binder. And then when you decide that, like my daughter, you want to run away screaming, I'll understand why. Let me move this. Get up here. I'll sort you some more here in a bit. But right now you need to go up there. Plus I may put you with your other pieces. I'm sorry it takes me a minute to do this. I cut my nails because they were breaking really bad and looking just absolutely hideous. And now I can't pick anything up. I don't know why. It's like I know my hand works, okay, but my fingers don't apparently. So I'm trying to move this stuff so I can show you what's in this binder. I'm going to be so scared taking this wrap off because, oh my God, the whole thing's come flying. Okay. Okay. Now, this was a hair tie at one point. Okay. This is just going to show you. And yes, I need Hoarders Anonymous. I already know this. I do. Let me move some of the stuff because I'm going to make a mess here in a minute. I see it coming. All right. So what this is, and we'll start at the front if I can find the front. I think the front's over here. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why is this? Well, anyway, it doesn't really matter which one I show you as long as you see what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm also trying to find a new system for this. Let me go this way. Maybe it'll be easier. All right. Hello, good evening, Halloween. And these pockets are pocket letter pockets. So they're 9 down. Okay. Or this one's 6 actually. Anyway, they're 6 down. So okay, I fibbed there. But they are kind of like a pocket letter pocket, and they have just ephemera pieces shoved in them. These are the smaller ephemera, okay, the ones that fit in the pockets. So this is Halloween. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to tell you everything out because my God, we'd be here till next year. This is more Halloween. And some of this is homemade stuff too. This is more Halloween. And remember I said stamped images? Right there. You can use stamped images on a lot of stuff too. So I save the stamped images I get. Or that if I stamp them myself and I don't use them. All right, take your time, Marlene. Oh my God, I'm going to mess everything up today. Little things from where Boogie's brought home from school. Aurora. Jeez. The table scatter type stuff from Walmart. Over here, more of the table scatter type stuff. Here's the one they did the pastel one. Okay, here's another idea. More stamped images. These are ones that I have done. Okay. More table scatter. Images cut out from boxes in different areas. Paper pads, punches, table scatter. Some stuff taken off with toothpicks. Now we move into Christmas. I am not kidding you. I want to show you this. Look at this. Y'all thought I was kidding that I really need to work on stuff? Nah. And this one ain't even the biggest book. This is the smaller one of the two. But as you can see, there's stuff here cut out from cards. There's stuff here from tags. Stuff here from boxes of cakes and different things that we've gotten. There's tags that I didn't like as tags that I took the ribbon off of, put in here because I know I can use it a different way. So here's Christmas. Oh, geez. That one fell over on me. Okay. Here's another Christmas one. Here's some tickets somebody sent me. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're there. There's a wine bottle that I cut out of a piece of paper. Here's some of those ribbon pieces, not ribbon, cardstock pieces that I cut into like banners. There we go. I had to stop and think. More of those tags I didn't like as tags. Those are snowflakes that I punched out of my snowflake punch. These are deer that I've punched out of my deer punch. Over here, some pieces from, give me a minute. What was the name of that paper pad? Something Santa. I don't remember now, but it was pastel and I really loved it. So I saved the pieces from it. Here's some mason jars. Here's Mickey Mouse heads. Here's arrows. And this is all stuff out of paper punches here. There's some colored up ephemera that I've done with stamps for me to use that I didn't finish using last year. Here's tags. Here's pieces that were bought a long time ago and I never used them all. I just kept the, whatever was left, stuck them in here to use them. There's hearts, scalloped heart edges that I did. Like, here's some more. This is pretty much all stamped here. There's stamped words. There's stamped images, stamped colored images, more stamped images, same ones, more stamped. Here's a couple of those. I think they call them fabric yo-yos that a friend of mine made for me and sent to me because I can't make them. Every time I try, I just, no. They don't work. Here's more Christmas. There's a ticket strip here somebody made for me. Here's some stamp colored in images. Here's images from a pack I bought. More stamped colored, stamped colored, stamped colored. So as you can see, I literally save it all. Here's more tags I didn't like as tags. These are words. There's a tag with words. There's different odd ephemera there for Christmas. Then here's just tags. This is all just tags I've punched out of paper that I might have just that much left. Instead of throwing it away, I put it in here. Now there's some empty pieces here. Now this is where we get to our big stuff. Okay. I want to bring it up here and show you guys some of this because everybody says, oh, the big stuff's too big. No, it's not. Okay? It's not. Let me just pull just some random whatever I get in here out of here, I guess. So just to show you an idea of some of the bigger ephemera I have. Here's one from The Mandalorian, Star Wars, because we love Star Wars. So why not keep it? Why throw that away? That's a piece of good ephemera. Here's a stamped image that I didn't end up using last year when I was doing a bunch of stamping for Halloween. Why not save it? Why throw it away? Here's another one. Here's another one. And some of these images might have been sent to me even in Happy Mail. Like, here's another idea. An old card that you know you're not going to use anymore. Save the front of it. Use it for something different. Use them on a layout. Okay, here's one. And this one I haven't even opened. I want to just show you. This is a paper pack. This is from Hey Pumpkin by Crate Paper. And these are supposed to be ghost tassels. I haven't even opened them yet. They're in this bag. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why I say save stuff. You can make your own. Okay, here's one. Like here is a frame. All you have to do is use a Polaroid die and a white gel pen. Here's another stamped image. A wizard. Like there's tags in here. Here's stuff that I sewed. This I know was 2 years ago that I didn't use at all. Just cut out shapes and sew on them, and you can add them to your cards or your scrapbook or what have you. And you can use any color like white, orange, green. Doesn't matter. Any shape, any size. I've got leftover ephemera from ephemera pack that I bought one time to go with a paper pad. I don't get rid of it. I save every little bit, as you see. That's one. That's one. Here's another one. This is all nothing but stamped images. I'm not kidding you one bit. Stamped images. There is, let me get down in here. Oh gosh. Some of these I stamped, some of these friends of mine have stamped. Like here's one I did. Here's one that a friend stamped that says, "Wise men still seek him." Here's another one I stamped. Oop, if I can get it out of there. And my thing is, like I said, if I don't use them, say that Christmas, okay, what's to stop me from using them a different Christmas, maybe a different way even? Here's another one I did. And these are just made from a regular stamp. And then you cut them out and color them in. This one I had a little bit of glitter too. And then there's this one. And this is all what this whole page here is. This is all stamped images that I have not used. Then we have this. Okay, here you're going to actually get to see quite a bit of cutout stuff. There's stuff here that says like cherry cordials, snowman soup, let's build a snowman. And this is all from different boxes of things that we've bought. Okay, here's a good one. This was from a Christmas tree cake from Little Debbie's. I cut it out. Why not? There's a tag. There's let's build a snowman. Back of a cookie box. Here's the cherry cordials I was talking about. And you can use all this stuff to make ephemera. All of it. You do not have to go and buy ephemera. Here's a ton of stuff. Oh my gosh, a ton of stuff. This has cut-aparts from paper pads. This has cardboard cut-aparts. It's got foam cut-aparts. It's got tags that I made from what I call collage boards. It's got big, these went with a set of trays I have. I'll see if I can get, let me get the back one. Might be easier. They went with a set of trays I have, and you just set these up behind them. Welcome back, Marlene. But I saved these. Why? Because what if you want to do a scrapbook page, you want to have this truck? Why not? Who says you can't? Yes, it's big, but so what? But that's what I'm saying. All this stuff is stuff I've saved. Santa Baby was the paper pad. I could not think of it. But it was pastel colored, and it was by some big name person. Frank Garcia, maybe? But I've got a bunch of like tags and different odd things from it right here because I loved it so much. And that's all that I have left. In here, I've got cutouts, like Rudolph is a cutout. I've got paper pad cutouts. I've got tag cutouts. I've got to reuse. Like this was a Christmas card once. That's tag. All this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that I do when nobody's around. Okay, here's another trick. Okay, you can get tablecloths fairly cheap if you go to the right place. Let me get a hold of it, right? This black and white piece here was a tablecloth that I cut up, backed it, cardstock. I can use this to make a title. I can use it as ephemera. I could do a lot of things with this. That's just one piece of a tablecloth. Here's, I don't think I have any of the red anymore. Here's another one that I did. Yeah, see, I like a lot of his papers, but I also don't like the price. And that Santa Baby one was gifted to me. Okay, so here's greens. This is my greens. This is tags. This is circle ephemera. This is squares. This is fun foam. This is everything green. Okay, die cuts and everything. And like if somebody sends me something in a swap, it doesn't get thrown away, babies. It goes right into these binders. Here's stuff from cards. This Joy was a piece of a really big card, and I loved it so much I cut it out. Here's stuff, cutouts, cards, paper pack cutouts. This is what I'm talking about. And this is, like I said, the small binder of the two I have. The other one is more everyday type stuff. And then when you get to the back, it has a few more holiday stuff. Here's stuff that says December. This is like the Believe coupon that I used on the one Christmas page I did. Then there's some stuff down in here that I cut out and stuff. There's stuff in here that David V sent me, like this little beautiful little angel here. Here's some more. This is December, January. It's got snowflakes. It's got tags. Literally, and like here's bows that came all the way from Puerto Rico. No kidding. My friend in Puerto Rico hand makes these. And she sent me 2 of them because I was really oogling her bows. So she sent me a couple. This is from, I believe, is that Dollar Tree? I don't think that's Dollar Tree. But anyway, that was just little tiny bows I got at Christmas that were stickers. Then there's little doilies back here that are silver. Why? Because I haven't used them yet. Okay. St. Patrick's Day. This is, yeah, that's the extent of my St. Patrick's Day. I don't have a lot, as you see. But there's some paper and there's some stamped out images for me to color. And the word leprechaun that I saved from a box of candy. Here's some brown colored stuff and fall colored stuff. Sunflowers. And the saying is, Thanksgiving brings the nicest things. But this is what I'm talking about. And this is not me being stupid. This is me taking time over the years, knowing that I'm going to want to use different elements than what's out there. I mean, yeah, there's a good bit that's store-bought, especially if you look through the Halloween. But Halloween's also one of my holidays that I tend to go a little crazy on. But this is just Halloween, Christmas, and like the end of the year holidays. As you notice, there's no Valentine's in here. There's no Easter. There's no like New Year's. This is one binder, and you saw how full it is. You saw how I have to keep it shut. And this is the small binder. I want to show you the spine of this binder. That's what the spine is supposed to look like. Okay? And my friend Ginger gave me the idea of using the binder, but then today I was looking at something and I saw a lady using Ziploc bags so her stuff doesn't fall out, because the problem with these is every pocket is open. If this book gets dropped, all of this is on the floor. So I'm thinking I may switch to the Ziploc pockets. Now, like I said, some of this is stuff that I have stamped out. Some of it I have gotten in swaps. Some of it I have gotten through cutting off like the box covers of cakes and different things. Not open cakes. There will never be anything I use from an open food because I think that's gross. But like the little Debbie's cakes that come individually wrapped, where they're not going to make a mess on the box. That's where that Christmas tree came from that's in here. That's where Santa came from that's in my scrapbook already. So this, like I said, is a small book. Okay, the small book. Now I have one that has like a 2 or 3 inch binder, spine. let me see. I think it says 2-inch. Okay, so I guess it's a 2-inch spine. It is stuffed just as full as this one. And this isn't from one night. No, no, no. This is over time since I started scrapbooking. Because I was trying to figure out at that point in time. Now, mind you, at that time, I didn't even know what to do with all this. Okay. At that time, I had no idea what to do with all this. Because I wasn't shown. Okay, when I first started getting into scrapbooking, I had no idea what this was good for. I just knew it was good for something. I just didn't know what. Like I said, I've been saving for years to get this. Okay. And I save my pieces like this from my pattern papers and stuff that I get. I cut them apart. If I'm going to use them on a layout, I use them. If I don't use them all, just like with the if I don't use them all, either that or if it's already turned into a embellishment, it goes in my boxes. If it's not yet an embellishment, but I'm going to eventually want to, it goes in my binders. And I've got stuff like this. I've got bows. I need a graduation card. Okay. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was actually doing 3 of those not too long ago. Hang on a minute. What do you got? Hopefully nothing. Could you be a good boy? Please be a good boy. Thanks for laying on my foot. One of the ones I did up at the top said congratulations, and I had to shrink the word a bit because it's a big word anyway. But I put congratulations at the top, and then I did what they call a shadow graduate on the front. You cut out a person who looks like a person graduating, getting ready to throw their cap, but instead of doing it in color, you do it in black. Then you make the back of your color whatever color like their school color might be. Say like my daughter's was orange, black, and white. Okay. So I might make the back of the card say black. On the inside, I would do, oh no. YouTube, you butt face. Hopefully it'll bring it back here. I really hate when it does this. And I don't even, whoopsie. I don't want to do that. Don't know why it buffers. Let me know if it's okay, Marlene. Have I come back yet? Well, I hope so. Let me see here. Maybe if I type something. Oh boy. Now I got a drop in people watching too. Hello, hello? I don't know what they're doing. Oh, okay. Welcome back. Marlene, like I was saying, you could do like what they call a shadow card. When you make your word congratulations or whatever word you want to use, make it in black. Make the background of your card. So like my daughter's school colors were orange, black, and white. So I made an orange card base. Okay. Then I used the white insert so you could write on it, which gave us the white. And then on the front of the card, I put congratulations in black letters. And then I did like a graduate throwing their hat that was like a shadow person that was all black. And everybody seemed to like it. And then another idea is take and just cut out the graduation hat in whatever color. Make a paper but loose kind of tassel that you can attach to the hat. Have it come down and hang over. And you could put grad on the front and then put a very personalized message inside. And you can use their school colors. So like say their school colors might be yellow and blue. Okay. You could use yellow for your sentiments and whatever else and blue for your base of your card. Another one you could do is to take and put a picture of the graduate in black and white or in color, whichever way you prefer, on the front of your card. Put congratulations at the bottom. When you go to the inside and you're doing all of your where your write up and everything would be, take another little graduation hat, just tiny one, and put it maybe in the corner at the bottom or in the corner at the top. They don't have to be crazy, super like thick and big and everything. Another lady did a pinwheel in her graduation, her school's colors for her daughter, and she took the pinwheel and she put it at the top of the card, and she left it like on a brad. That's what I was trying to think of, and it could spin. And as it spun, it shown the colors of the school. Then down at the bottom underneath of it, she had like grass and stuff like that, so it looked like it was in a field. And then when you opened up the card, that's when it said congratulations, da 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 da. And she cut it out so the congratulations was actually like a title inside her card. Another one that I've seen people do is take and go congratulations down the side of the card. And yeah, just I'm serious, like go crazy with it. Have fun. Because literally there's no right, there's no wrong. There isn't. There really isn't. I mean, I can't believe like all the graduation cards I saw that were handmade this when my daughter graduated. Now, I don't know what they're making this year. I mean, I haven't really seen a whole lot. I know we're getting up on that time though for the seniors. But I know a lot of parents are going to homemade cards. The gifts they were giving were like either cash, and they'd put it like in a real cute envelope that they homemade, or they would give them like, say, a gift card to like Walmart, or if they had a car, they might give them a gift card to like what's that car shop? I don't remember the name of the car shop, but they would give them like so much money to the car shop for when they had to take the car in. Another thing they would do if they had their own apartment or just moved into their own apartment was give them a card for like Home Depot or something. But there was neat things that they were doing, and it wasn't all this big fancy stuff that they went out and bought. Like a lot of the parents really, 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 to help cut back and have that money for that graduation party, were doing smaller things at the graduation itself and then the big party after. So I know with Rory, we cut back on like the card and stuff like that we gave her, and then put more money toward her graduation party. But there's tons of ideas. Another good place to look for ideas is Pinterest. I will boost that one because I'm a horrible thing with Pinterest. Hey baby, hi gorgeous fella. But there's tons of ideas on Pinterest. YouTube had some. They even had ideas for parties, how to set up parties and different things without breaking the bank. Where's the other place I looked? Google. If you type in like graduation cards, it can give you ideas. Yeah, he was in here with me for. Is he still in here? No, I think he took off. I think he went to see Daddy. He just left me all of his toys. It's okay. Mom won't get bored. I have Brownie's toys to play with. But yeah, there's all kinds of ideas out there. Like, and there's this one lady. She even did a scrapbook page, like a two-page layout that they used. What are they called? An easel, like a painter's easel. And she clipped them onto the easel, one page here and one page here, and then in the middle she had a vase that she made. She didn't make the vase, but she made what was in the vase. Like she used pinwheels, and she used homemade flowers, and she used what are they? Chanel stems to make little bumblebees in the school colors that she put in the flowers. And it was really cute. I mean, I thought it was a great idea. So, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there we found when I was looking for Rory, because it's like, oh, what do I do? But no, check those places too. I mean, Pinterest is great. It really is. Pinterest is really great for like card ideas and party ideas. And like, I know that when we did Rory's party, I really hunted because I was like, okay, we don't have X amount of dollars to spend. We only have this amount of dollars, and I got to make this work. So I really kind of went crazy looking on Pinterest and things, trying to figure out how I could make a small amount work to make it look like it was much more. So, but yeah, we did all kinds of stuff as far as like that went. And the other thing that we did too, instead of like renting a hall or something for her graduation, she said she didn't want something like that. She just wanted, mellow. She wanted to be at home. She wanted to relax. So we just had her party here. We put up the fire pit. We did s'mores. We had a big long table that we catered cold cut sandwiches and chicken. And it was different kinds of fried chicken. There was like honey barbecue and macaroni salad and then deviled eggs. And then for like desserts, we had red, white, and blue salad, which I usually only make. We had a big old one of those old kids pools that you blow up. Takes you like 20 years. And we filled it with ice and we put different kinds of like generic soda in there for people. Like there was Coke and there was root beer and there was ginger ale and there was orange and grape and you name it. And that's what we did. And she loved it. She had a heyday with it. So, I mean, we made the macaroni potato salad and the deviled eggs here at home. And then I made all the sweets here at home. So I made the cupcakes and everything. The red, white, and blue salad, all of it. So it helped cut down on how much we spent, but it didn't look like it. It still looked like we spent a large amount. But we had a good time. We really did. And she, like I said, she loved it. She thought it was just amazing. So we just used anything that was left over from that to go ahead and get things she wanted after the party. So, and of course, she didn't want to have like everybody here. Thank goodness. We only had like family and then a few of her friends because that's what she wanted. Rory's easy to please for the most part. She's not one of those. Everything has to be, from like Macy's or I don't know what's another high end one. I don't even shop there, so I wouldn't know. But she doesn't have to have the high end stuff. She likes pretty much homemade. She likes, chilling out, being at home, doing her thing. So we just went, we did a lot of it here. Her cards were homemade. Her graduation invitations were homemade. I homemade those. Like we just really homemade a lot of her stuff. I did the centerpieces, homemade those. Got stuff from Dollar Tree and put it together. I homemade her photo booth that we did. Like a lot of her stuff literally was homemade. So I mean, there's no shame in it. That's for sure. No shame whatsoever. Oh wow. See, I did all of Rory's like baking stuff and like the red, white, and blue salad, and I did all that kind of stuff because I'm just like, nah, I know how to do this. Why pay somebody else? So, but Rory was my last one to graduate. So, but Rory loved. I made 2 centerpieces, one for each of our big long tables. And yes, congratulations, Marianne. It's something else when they graduate. It's a different feeling. You go through a world of it. At least I did. But I made both Rory's centerpieces for the tables. I made a lot of the decorations that were hung on the gate and on our fence and stuff like that, on the garage. I mean, literally, places I went, I'll tell you. I'll be straight with you. Food, I went to Walmart, okay, and Aldi's. That's where we got a lot of stuff I made was either stuff I bought in part and then come home and ended up making it. And then the decorations, I went to Dollar Tree and Big Lots. And then I would come home that night and put it together. So it was ready. And I used scrapbook paper. I used die cuts. I used all kinds of stuff. Oh, wow. Second one. Wow. Smart kid. But we literally did do a lot of hers homemade, like I said. And the people that did come mainly were family. So they didn't expect anything like, going to New York or anything. We got lucky there. Her friends know, she doesn't come from a rich family. She's, I guess we're, I don't know where to put us. We're just there. We're just there. So yeah, I mean, like, nobody was offended by anything. Everybody thought it looked great. Uh-oh. Marianne lost me. But we had fun doing Rory's. I mean, it was busy with me making a lot. It kept me very busy. I think I started February of the year she graduated. That's it, Marlene. That's it. I can so agree with that. Other than that, we poor. We so poor, we only afford poor. There you are. Welcome back. But yeah, like, it's different. I mean, like, when my son's class didn't graduate, obviously. But when his class did, it was big to do. You had to have big parties and big money and big this and big everything was big, big, big. By the time my daughter Rory graduated, which was 5 years later, people had went nah, and they downsized things, and things were homemade, and things were like cards, invitations, party decorations, party food. It's all homemade. So, and I mean, with the fact that, okay, most of the people she goes to school with know us. Okay, we're a pretty well known family. And they know that we don't live high on the hog, man. We don't. We live literally month to month on SSI. Okay. And that's not a joke. That's truth. That's what we live on, SSI. Because they waited too long to give me mine so that all of my credits were used up. But we live on a very fixed income and we live month to month on it. Okay. Now that means taking care of me, taking care of the hubby, taking care of my daughter, taking care of my dog, paying the rent, paying the bills, the whole 9 yards. And that one lump sum is all you get. That's it. You're done. Okay. And so, we've learned to make things work. Again, another reason that I started saving things. Because I want pretty scrapbooks too. Why not? Why do I not deserve a pretty scrapbook? So I started saving stuff. Will I ever use that all? Probably not. I've been sending bags of that to friends of mine. Oh, I don't have any of this. Now you do. Merry Christmas. But yeah, I've sent probably 4 bags out of this one. I've sent probably 2 or 3 bags out of the one that's every day. And I share. I don't care. Somebody tells me, hey, I don't have that. What are you doing? I'm going to come down and roll you over. I'm going to roll you over. Let me get you. Huh? Hey, honey. I'm going to get you. I hear you. You want to fight Mom? Mom's little bear. Mom's little bear. You sound like a little bear. Yeah, you do. You sound like a bear. Are you a bear? Right now he looks like a bear. Got to get him out to the groomer. But as far as like me saving like this, please don't think that I use it just for me. I mean, I've shared this with my mother-in-law. I shared it with one of my sisters. I have sent this to friends across the world. Like, I had a friend in Texas that I sent one of those big yellow mailers to that was completely full of stuff like this. She said she didn't have any money. They were having a hard time. And I went, here, there you go. You know, like, so I don't use this just for me. This is a yes, I have it, but if somebody needs, I'm not afraid to share. And it's the same way with any of my binders and any of my stuff, really. Now, I mean, I ain't gonna give you my dies. You ain't getting my dies and my stamps. Those are mine. But if you want me to stamp something out for you, gotcha. I have no problem doing any of that. I can't count how many sets of stamps I've sent to people that I stamped out on pieces of paper, whatever color they tell me. So, but this is just a way to help save you some money, truthfully. And you can still make beautiful scrapbook pages, beautiful junk journals, beautiful cards. I mean, let's get real. Let's get really real. Hello. All the flowers on here are scrap paper. Scrap paper. This white was pieces of scrap that I had. So that's pretty much a whole scrap card. I showed you the Christmas page I did where I took tags and made them into a tree and made them into snowflakes. So I'm, you know, I'm not kidding. I'm using mine every which way. So it's just, oh, you have a good night, and hopefully the hubby's hair looks great. I get out of that this time. Although wait 2 or 3 days and he'll look like a shaggy wolf and I'll have to cut him down again. I don't do his hair with my boss man. I do the facial hair because he shakes real bad. So I do his facial hair. But yeah. Any of this stuff that I make, like these little cars, the little cameras, anything like these that I come up with and I show, if you ever want to see anything like this little car, just ask. I got a friend here. Well, she's not here. She's in Texas. I guess it's that way. That she wants me to revisit one of my old videos that I made showing how to do some rosettes and stuff. Because it was a very dark kind of video. It was before I was in the craft room and had a craft room. So I'm gonna try to revisit those. I got to get all my stuff together to do that too. But yeah, that's another thing. I have a friend who has bad hands. Her hands are kind of I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or what, but they're not in good shape. And I send her rosettes. Anytime I make rosettes, I'll put some aside and I send her rosettes when I make them. Whether they're out of crepe paper, whether they're out of the cupcake liners, whether I take cardstock and go to the scoring board. I've sent her embellishment type stuff made out of paper cuts like this and stuff like that to kind of help her out because I know she has a hard time. But yeah, just think about it, you know. Just, you know, start your binder, start your box, start you anything you want to save it in. And just think outside the box a little bit. Don't think, oh, okay, well, it can only come from this or it can only come from that. No, it can come from wherever. If it's a picture you like, if it's the front of a card and you've already used it, like say it was a Christmas card for 2 years, you know you're not going to use it. Why are you going to use it? Okay, it's not one you're going to put in a scrapbook maybe because, well, it's pretty, but it's not, you know, it didn't come from like your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, you know, whatever. Maybe there's some nice words on it. Maybe there's a nice poem on it. Cut the poem out, save the poem, put it in your book. You know, just basically save yourself some money. And then when you take a night where you're bored or you have nothing to do, pull it out. Start making clusters, start making embellishments, start making flowers, whatever you want to make. Take your punches, punch up what's left of your scrap paper, use them for stuff. I mean, as you can see, I've used thin little, what they call it, even hand cut some stuff. So use it. You know, use it for yourself. And then if your friends get in a bad situation where they can't afford to go out and get stuff, guess what? Go to your book. Make them a rack. I bet you they'll appreciate it. I know when I first started, I would love somebody to send me something like this. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it greatly. Please remember, my friends, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and you're loved. If anyone says they're lying, Please pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Please be nice. Kind word can make someone's day so much better. Everybody's going through something. And stay safe. This world's crazy enough. Let's not add to it. Till next time, thank you again for being here from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you greatly. Bye-bye.